actually. It's a good
Guys, hi.
thing. Hey, what's up?
It will never not be weird that we can't see who we're talking to.
Yeah, it is weird.
Yeah.
Oh well. But we have seen some of you in person.
Yeah.
It happens. Occasionally.
Occasionally.
Ooh, that was weird. Whoa. So anyway,
I'm gonna drink.
it's Sunday.
On camera.
Oh my gosh. Just do it. Don't talk about it. Yeah, hey, what's up people? What are we doing today? We're talking
Oh my
about
gosh. Can we talk about our problems that we've had today first?
Sure.
Before we talk about what do we have to do? You're shaking my whole seat.
I'm sorry. I won't do that anymore. Okay, what's our problems today?
Today's problems include a fence that's hitting very low. Like non-existent low.
Well, there's two problems with the fence. The first problem was
The battery was dead.
we went to go test it and it wasn't even on.
Uh-uh.
So we tested the battery and the battery was like
So gone.
2 volts. Like usually they're like 10 something volts when
Mhm.
they're dead. It was like 2 volts.
Mhm.
It was working like a week ago.
I just had a thought.
Yeah.
Can we hook up the power to our fence when we have power over here?
No,
No?
because
Okay,
it's
never
not
mind.
a 12 volt system.
Okay.
I mean, if we could have built a 12 volt system,
Okay.
but we didn't have anything 12 volt.
Okay, never
so.
mind. Sorry.
Anyway,
Fence isn't working.
so we had a spare battery because we thought, hey, you live in the middle of nowhere, you only have one car, and our battery died one day, and so we were like, hey, maybe we should have a spare battery just in case. And so we had one, so we put that on there. So it's working, but it's like Ashley said, the voltage is hitting very low, which
It should be 4,000 volts.
it's like
0.2.
Well, it's like 20 volts. That's the math,
Yeah.
or maybe
Yeah.
200 volts. It's not
It's
anywhere
low.
close to what it should be. Yeah. So, but I mean, let's be honest. It's rained like the devil here the last couple of weeks, and we
devil?
have all manner of grass.
Did it rain like
It rained like the devil. I mean, you can see behind us, like it is green here.
And
That was brown 2 weeks ago.
it's like 2 feet high. The grass is about 2 feet.
So we have all sorts of grasses that have grown up and are touching our electric fence,
Which could have caused the battery to stop, maybe?
That's possible. It may have just drained it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's constantly hitting.
And it's supposed to rain all this week. There's like a hurricane in the Gulf, I guess.
Yeah, and that goes to our other problem.
Yeah.
That we had to do today.
Yeah.
Was anchor down our animal shelters.
Yeah. Because last time it threw our chicken coop like 50 feet.
Yeah, but now they're anchored down.
The monsoon winds.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've been and we spent pretty much all day yesterday as well, sort of cleaning and organizing. We had stuff all over the ground, everywhere out
That
here.
garage, I feel like all we do is organize the garage.
That's pretty well, but part of that was literally picking up stuff from every corner of the property and like bringing it back to where it should be.
Every corner. It was just in the shed.
No, it was like all over. There were shovels over there and like trash over there.
I wouldn't say every corner of the property. That makes it sound like we're really trashy.
Well,
we're not.
There
that
was just
trashy.
like random things all over the place.
Yeah.
And some of them we were worried about blowing away, but like other things, we just wanted to make sure that we had everything sort of in its spot and cleaned up.
And so we could know what we have, honestly, because there's so many times we're like, where is the tape measure?
Where is the screwdriver? Where is the voltmeter? Yeah.
But now it's organized.
Yeah.
How long do you think it'll last? I give it 2 weeks.
It all depends on how the electrical project ends up, because that's where most of it has been. There's so many tools involved with this electrical stuff.
Okay, what was our other problem? Fence, animal shelter. Was that all we did today? Surely not.
Pretty much.
Oh, and planning, which is what we're going to talk about.
Right, we've been doing a lot of planning today.
Yeah.
Because we're getting close to finishing up the electrical, and so we're already sort of starting to look forward to the next phases of the solar shed here.
Yeah.
And
I'm looking forward to
what
that.
we need to do to get this shed done, because we need to get this shed done.
Got to make the shirt.
I know, right?
We're going to have it done before you make the shirt, and then it's not going to be as fun.
That's true. maybe we'll make it for when we finish.
No.
We got this shed done.
I think we should have two. 2 shirts.
2 shirts?
Yeah, because there's people that do like shed to house conversions.
Uh-huh.
So you could be like, that could be for them too. Got to get this shed done.
But those people don't know who we are. They don't care.
Nobody knows. Just 2 kids in the desert.
Just 2 kids in the desert putting solar panels up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we talk about what we came here to talk about? Our planning?
Sure. Yeah.
You forgot your list.
It's okay. It's all right here.
It's good because it's not right here.
Oh, I was hoping it would be. Because you're the one who just like rattled them off earlier. Like
Okay,
what
let's
order
think.
we needed to do stuff.
All right, so we're going to talk about the order of getting this shed done.
Yep.
Which is?
So weirdly, the first thing on the list is a concrete pad.
Yeah, where'd that come from?
I don't know. I'm not sure how that got on the list, but it suddenly
That's never
became
been on our list
really
until
important.
today.
Yeah. So we have a mini split that we have to install on the back side of the solar shed. You can kind of see the 2 pillars back there, so it's back in there. I just wanted to stick them on some cinder blocks, screw it down, but Ashley was like, "Well,
That's not permanent.
I wanted to put a concrete pad back there for like the freezer and everything. Why don't we just put the mini split on there?" It's like, cool, but that means we can't do this today.
Then comes research of how the heck do we pour a concrete
How do you pour a
slab?
concrete pad?
Which I know the basic concept of it.
Yeah,
But
it's very small.
It's all the logistics of like, it's just big enough that we're going to need a bull float. And it's just small enough that we don't necessarily need rebar.
Or gravel.
Or gravel. It's not going to be driven on. It's not going to be driven
It's
on.
going to be like 1 appliance or 2 appliances,
Yeah.
basically.
And probably not even chairs because it's not going to be
It
that
won't
big.
be big enough. Yeah, by the time you put the freezer in.
It's like 8 by 12.
Yeah, it's not very big at all. But that means that we can't really set and install that outside mini split unit until that is there to mount it into.
Yep.
Boo.
So this week we get to learn how to pour a concrete slab.
Also, it's supposed to rain all week.
It's probably better for it, honestly.
Maybe.
Because you can,
Unless it
you
drips.
can lay.
It's,
No, you can lay. It dries so fast. You
Oh,
can
that's
lay plastic over top of it,
yeah.
and that will help
Trap the
slow
moisture.
the
Yeah.
drying process.
Yeah, guys. So we kind of said earlier, but yeah, this whole week there's supposed to be pretty intense monsoons.
Supposedly.
Supposedly, yeah. I mean, we've been told that the weather event we had last month,
The one that threw our chicken.
the really bad one, it's supposed to be like that, but maybe even worse this week.
People are even like buying extra groceries.
Yeah, they're like, you should buy extra groceries because your road may be closed due to
Yeah.
flooding and all sorts of stuff. So,
Where are we going to store extra food?
so we're trying to figure out how to lay a concrete pad in like the worst possible week you could lay a concrete pad. I think, personally,
It may be the best.
it may be the best. Who knows? But
We will
anyway,
soon find out.
that is step 1. Is we gotta
Uh-huh.
lay a concrete pad, get that mini split installed so that it's not super hot and humid inside the solar shed. Because right now, the humidity is a lot higher than normal because we have rains coming through pretty regularly.
But
in the
also,
afternoon.
everything is still drying. It's going to take months for the
Yeah.
bags to fully dry, for the walls to fully dry. It could be like 6 months.
It's when you walk in the morning.
Oh, it's the worst.
It's like a wet blanket. It's just wrapped around you. A warm, wet blanket.
Yeah. Okay.
It smells like wet dirt. It's wonderful.
Want to come over?
When it comes to our solar shed. No, I
okay.
think the mini split will help a lot. Kind of control that inside.
Right,
temperature
but
a
we
little
also
bit.
don't when we finish the walls, we don't want them drying super fast.
Right?
So
Yeah.
we gotta be careful.
We
about
we
how much
won't
we
like
use
crank it down. I mean,
Right.
we'll keep it pretty even.
Okay, so mini split.
Mini split.
Well, cement pad, mini split.
Then mini split.
Then we're back on the inside of these walls.
Yeah, then
we
like
have to get the
everything
inside
else
done.
can come out of the inside, and we can.
So basically, I have another base coat, another what's it called?
I don't know what you call it. You know all the
A brown coat.
cob terms.
Okay, so we have another brown coat to do on the areas that aren't finished, and then we have the finishing coat.
Right. Yeah, and you've done probably about a third of the building so far, right?
I say maybe a quarter, cause
Okay.
yeah, it's probably only a quarter.
I'm gonna
There's
say
a lot to do. Also, around all those bottles, here's a tip: don't do a Topo Chico window when the bottles are this close. Like, I'm gonna have to use this baby, like a paint palette, to get in between those bottles.
Or maybe it could
it's
just
gonna take
be
forever.
rough, and that's okay.
No, it can't be.
No,
Mm-mm.
you're not gonna be able to do that.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so inside walls comes after that, right? Inside walls.
Yeah.
Then, are we gonna move to the outside?
Now we got to do the floor.
Oh god, yeah. Okay. Inside walls. Then we got to do our cob floor.
Mm-hmm.
And while that takes at least a week to dry,
Right.
to where we can walk on it,
Mm-hmm.
we'll be working on the outside of the building.
Correct.
So we have to basically redo. You can kind of see. We basically have to redo the whole building.
And there's no telling what it'll look like after this week.
Yeah, it's gonna be worse probably.
Yeah, probably.
I mean,
They can't see.
oh, yeah.
Well, but
And I
here's-
figured out how to do it better.
I was gonna say, here's the thing: we do have a better straw chopping, straw chopping situation. We got an actual like
A leaf mulcher.
yeah. So right now this is too thick or too like the pieces are too big, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So that'll help. Also, we have dialed in our mix a little bit better, and we're going to reinforce it with just a little bit of cement if
Yeah.
we do it again.
That will help it all stay together if we get crazy rains.
Hopefully.
But it will also help it. I shouldn't have put ice in my mouth.
You shouldn't have.
Sorry.
No?
Hold on. What was I saying?
Something about that.
Okay, cement. Yeah, we're putting cement a little bit. It's not going to be hardly any. The walls will still be able to breathe, but it will also help us to where we don't have to do touch-ups as often. Like if with earth and plaster, you may have, depending on where you're at, of course, but you may have to do touch-ups more often, especially with our crazy rains here.
Yeah.
We don't want to have to do that. So we're going to fortify it with a little bit of Portland. A little bit.
So, and we did decide, so we talked too about the order of how we're going to do the outside, because the one thing that we're missing from the outside is the overhang
Over the front door.
over the front door. So we really need to do most of the cob work on the front, install that overhang, and then do the finishing coats on it, and then move to the other sides, because that side, of course, is the side that gets just blasted. Whenever it rains here, the wind almost always blows right at that south facing wall, which is the front, and everything just comes down because it's not permanent yet. Although it has come from the other way too.
Yeah, it's either blowing north or south.
But
usually.
the backside has a much larger overhang.
Yeah.
And it's more protected.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm just tired. Okay, and then after the floor and the outside and the overhang is done, we have to furnish this place.
Oh yeah, we gotta put stuff in it.
Because we have visitors coming October 9th.
Correct.
And they need a bed.
Yep. Honestly, we need a bed.
They need a bed.
We need a bed. Cause
We sleep in the Airstream.
it's real cramped in there. It's real cramped.
Are we going to vacation in here? Okay.
Yeah.
I
I need a desk too.
Desk, office furniture,
The most important thing though is definitely
the bed.
making sure there's a bed in there.
Yeah. For our guests.
For our guests. Yes.
Which also brings us to the next adventure. The bathroom.
/ shower
Yeah.
outdoor shower.
Bathroom.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Fingers crossed we can get this done before our guests arrive. Otherwise, there may be a porta potty and a tent. And they'll never come back. They're going to hate it.
Guys, there might be another 30 days coming up soon. There might be.
Okay. Was that it?
I think
That's all of
that's
it?
mainly
That's all we
it.
have to do,
I know
right?
there's some stuff that you want to do over in the animal paddock.
Yeah.
Um,
That can come later.
but that can come later because we've got to get this shed done
Uh-huh.
and get this bathroom done.
Do you know how long we've been working on the shed?
I don't want to talk about it.
10 months. 10 months.
I have to say, it's definitely more than just a shed. You know, like
It really is. It's our practice building for building our house. It's our whole power center. It's a guest room.
yeah. I think
It's an office.
I think we did underestimate the time. We estimated the expense, but the sort of the time and effort it was going to take to build all the things that needed to go to support the electrical system, right?
Yeah.
The
Definitely.
solar mount, the battery box, the
Everything
everything.
takes 2 or 3 times
all
as
the
long.
trenching, running the wires, like it's all ended up taking like weeks to sort of finish out all this electrical stuff, and we're
I've-
still working on it.
I have a question for you.
Uh-huh.
If you had to do this over again,
Uh-huh.
would you do a straw bale to get it up faster?
I don't know. I've never built straw bales, so
What if we did our bathroom in straw bale? It would go up faster.
true. We could
It's an
try it.
option.
It's an option.
Everything's an option. Porta potty's an option, guys. Okay. Was there anything else?
Probably,
Probably.
but I don't remember.
But that seems like such little list of things to do.
It's all, it's always, what does Seth Godin call it? The dip. The dip is like where you're like really excited about the project, and here's
Uh-huh.
your little, and
Uh-huh.
you excited, progress, and then
And
you're
then
like,
power was up here.
and then
and
it's
then
like,
that's all the other
and then
things
you
that
have
you have
this
to do.
dip, right? You get the dip where it's like,
Don't wanna
you're
do it.
gonna go back up, and you're gonna have like a glorious finale,
Uh-huh.
but you got to get through the part of it before you get there. And I feel like
We're in the mall part.
I think we're about to be.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because we're
Real close.
the electric isn't quite done, so it's kind of
Although-
like
I will say, I do love to cob. So I find that more fun than hooking up electrical stuff.
that's true. This has been your blah part.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You were real excited about this part.
yeah, because I've been thinking
But
about
I
it
need
for
you-
months,
I-
and like I just want it to be done.
But I need you to be excited about my exciting part.
Yeah. What I'm excited about is providing you with a comfortable interior for you to finish your work.
No, you just want to put your desk in there so that you can work in there. with an
Honestly,
air
I'm not
conditioner.
even thinking about the desk
really?
at this point.
Okay.
I just like I'd like to go in there and there not be tools everywhere,
We're
and
getting
it
close.
feel like a place you can be in, like
Uh-huh.
you live and do stuff in, and not like a place you work in.
I will say that once we get the inside walls done, it's going to feel like a completely different place. And then
Yeah.
the next step
Yeah.
of those floors, but then we don't get to enjoy it for a week while it dries.
Is it really gonna be a whole week?
Close to it.
Ugh.
And then how many layers of linseed oil?
Ugh.
Yeah, it's going to be a while.
Yeah.
It might be 1 to 2 weeks.
Ugh.
Just depends on how fast
That
it
would
dries.
be very sad.
Well, it might take us 1 to 2 weeks to finish the outside.
Oh, for sure.
So,
I think we're gonna have a cob party for the outside.
ooh, are we
Don't
going to
you think?
invite friends?
I think so.
We're going to make some smoked meats
Of course, anytime you want.
and pasta salad.
Sure, if you want to.
I've had the ingredients to make pasta salad for 2 weeks now,
Okay.
and I don't have fridge space to store said pasta salad.
Yeah. It's
This
another
is a
reason we got to
problem.
finish our little slab back here. Because technically, if we had the slab, we could go ahead and put a freezer back there.
Yeah, but it doesn't store my pasta salad.
True. Sorry.
Okay, end of tangent.
All right.
Is there anything else that you'd
Are
like
we gonna
to talk about?
answer questions?
Oh yeah,
Is that
you
what
want to
we're gonna-
scroll? You can.
Did you
scroll.
bring your phone?
I did.
Maybe we should do it that way instead of me poking at the screen. Let's see.
But then there's this awkward moment
The awkward moment.
I'm just gonna stare at everybody.
No, don't do that. Let's see. How do we get there? Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Still staring.
Your channel. Here it is. Yeah, be quiet.
Should I guess a question? I'm gonna guess what question.
Oh, okay.
I guess there's a battery question. How many batteries? Is there a battery question?
No, hold on.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the first question is, we're about to trench our solar and I was wondering what type of piping you use to run your electrical through.
Is it Schedule 80?
We did PVC conduit. I think it was Schedule 40 though, and somebody said something about how it needs to be 80 above ground. And I looked it up and it seemed like it was only if it's in a spot where it could be damaged.
Damaged how?
Well, Schedule 80 is thicker, so it's just like more protection for the wire.
But Schedule 40 is still UV protected.
The conduit is, yeah.
Yeah.
The gray stuff is what we use.
So we use Schedule 40.
Right.
Gray PVC.
We use the combination of 1.5 and 1 1/4 inch.
We will say don't use 1 1/4. It's too tight.
For 6'2" wire, it's too tight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I think 6'2" is probably a little overkill.
You think?
You think? Yeah, I do. Okay. So let's see.
Did we answer that question? Was it just what kind of pipe?
I don't know. RMC or GRC? I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
Sorry. Let's see. Lots of hellos. Sorry, I'm just going back through comments here, guys.
Do you remember when you used to wave to everybody that said hello?
Oh yeah, that I could hit the little. No, that was Instagram, where you can hit the little
Was it
wave button.
Instagram?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. I think you got excited and
Yeah.
still said hi.
Everybody said yes. Their place is a jungle. The green looks nice.
It is so pretty. And we have the Arizona poppies everywhere, which everybody's telling us to pull up because they're bad weeds that put out little like goat heads. But they're so pretty.
They are pretty.
So I'm torn.
Someone said YouTube has videos on how to pour a concrete pad.
We've been watching.
Someone else said, Google it.
Did that.
Sorry guys,
Was
snarky
this me?
comments get snarky replies.
Still doesn't give you hands-on experience. You
That's
learn
true.
by
Yeah,
doing
yeah, that's
it.
true.
And I can read about it all day, but until I do it, I still feel like I don't know how to do it until I actually do it.
Porta potty in a tent, woohoo. Are you going to get the air conditioner in before the floor?
Yeah.
Yes, that is the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Cement pad, air conditioner, inside walls, floor.
Yes. What you said. Goat
Awkward.
head stickers are not fun.
I agree. But
Yeah.
the flowers are really pretty.
Yeah, that's true.
So we're trying to decide how we want to proceed.
We might get a storm here in a little bit.
It's about 10 minutes away, probably.
Oh, it's not that close. 30 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, we'll see. We might have to leave and run away. What do you put in your pasta salad?
It's an Italian pasta salad, but my secret is I use zesty Italian dressing. So it's all the
See,
like pasta and
vegetables,
cherry tomatoes, peppers, onions, olives, sometimes salami,
I
and
was gonna say salami and provolone is what makes it for me. Personally.
yeah, but I don't like. I like you can add that later.
True. Yeah.
I don't like it in there all the time,
Yeah.
and it gets gross.
Yeah. The cheese gets gross. Yeah, I know what you mean. The big advantage to larger gauge is less voltage drop. Yeah, for sure. That's why we did it.
Yeah,
But man, it was a pain to work with.
it's a huge pain.
Good grief.
Also, we use bearable Romex.
Yeah,
which
so
made
it was
even worse.
even less flexible.
Pulling it through that 1.5 inches.
Well,
or
it's-
1.25 inches.
It was funny too, cause like I was gonna go, was it 2.5 inches
yeah.
for the big one,
Uh-huh.
and then 1.5, And then, guys, finding parts out here, even when we go into like Sierra Vista, like we went to Lowe's and I probably spent 2 hours there
Yeah.
with the people, and I get halfway down.
She was so excited when we left.
Like, I would get halfway down, like building all of this conduit and all these connections.
And then you don't have.
And then they'd be like, oh, well, we don't have that coupler in 2.5.
So everything starts.
And I'm
over.
like, so what do I do? And they're like, well, you could go to Home Depot and see if they have it. And I'm like, well, but what if I buy all this stuff and then they don't? And then what happens?
How many times did we change it? So many times.
So we ended up going all 1.5 and then a little bit smaller and on a few other parts. But we really should have just gone 1.25 everywhere.
1.25 or 1.5?
Or sorry, 1.5
yeah,
everywhere.
because 1.25 is tight.
Yeah, but it's done and it looks good and it's fine.
Wait, did you say it's done?
The conduit.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we showed them that last time.
Okay. We have bugs.
I know, they're everywhere.
So many bugs here. The flies are horrible.
Oh wait, we have some.
Snarky.
No, we have some suggestions for your pasta salad.
Okay.
Feta cheese.
I love
which
feta.
is always good.
We've not had feta cheese in so long.
Artichoke hearts.
I love
and
artichoke.
Pine nuts. That's a good one.
Pine nuts. This is new.
Yeah,
I may
yeah.
have to see if I can find pine nuts out here.
How do you feel about waterless composting toilets?
We have one. Used it for how many years? 6
Long
years?
time. We have a big,
5 years?
funny, nerdy video about composting toilets.
Search
on
Tiny
Family
Shiny
6.
Home Nature's Head Toilet and you'll see our video.
Yeah.
It's actually one of my favorite videos that we've ever done.
Yeah.
Just the intro part. Like,
it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's worth it just to watch the intro.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Did you do test bricks or jar test on your soil?
We did a jar test.
Yeah. We didn't do any bricks.
No, well, I guess we did that after we started building.
The bags? Yeah, the test bags. Yeah, we did that. But yeah, we tested our soil.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say we like scientifically tested our soil.
Nothing scientific, but we did the jar test to see like
How it separated.
a rough percentage of silt and clay and sand.
Yeah. Ooh, sun-dried tomatoes in oil.
I do not like sun-dried tomatoes.
Don't? Oh no.
I wish I did. Oh, cucumbers. I put cucumbers in there.
Cucumbers.
I keep thinking of all the things I put in. Lots of vegetables. Is cucumber a vegetable? What's a fruit? Is it a fruit? Is cucumber a fruit or a vegetable?
I don't care.
I'm curious now. I think it's a fruit. Anyway, cucumbers are in there.
Yeah. Somebody said they use 2-inch conduit to run number 6 wire into their house. Yep. Yeah, and the other fun part is because we used variable Romex in the walls because they're earth walls, that was also
Because they're buried in the wall.
12. It's 12-2, right? Not 10-2.
We used 12
Yeah, it's 12-2. So they were just thicker and like harder to deal with. Oh, we're getting flash flood warnings now, and it's still not raining.
It's dark over there.
Yeah, it is. Do we have a plumbing supply house in our area?
No idea.
We have just hardware stores, like some local hardware stores, and then we usually
have to drive 45 minutes to a big town, or 40 minutes to a big town.
Usually.
A big town.
Yeah.
Hour and a half to Tucson.
Well, Tucson's a pretty big town.
Well, I mean, that's an hour and a half. I'm saying a big town is like Benson. Or
Oh,
Wilcox.
Benson or Wilcox, yeah, and they
don't always have what we need, and it's always like double the amount, double the cost.
Yeah. Well, and the funny thing is like, inevitably we go like on a Sunday and they're not even open.
Oh gosh.
Right? That
yeah.
happened last weekend.
Do you think it's too windy? Are you seeing this?
I think they would tell us. If it was
Okay.
too windy.
If you can't hear us, I'm sorry.
Little cocktail shrimps and garbanzo beans.
Oh no. Sorry.
Guys, we're gonna make this salad, and it's gonna have everything in it. It's just gonna have like.
I do not like garbanzo beans.
You're gonna look at. You're not even gonna see the pasta
don't
in
like
it
shrimp.
because there's so many toppings on the top.
It's gonna turn into
It'll be
something
the best
really
pasta
gross.
salad ever.
If someone says sardines, I'm gonna.
Sardines. That's not what pasta salad is for.
It's Italian pasta salad.
Wow.
Are sardines Italian? Goes on pizza.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
What about anchovies?
No. That's a bad pasta salad.
Yeah, it is.
I like the idea of feta.
Everybody says it sounds good. Cool.
Okay, great.
Someone was talking about My Little Homestead. Yeah, we've just been watching their concrete pad video, actually.
Yeah, they didn't even use gravel. So
Yeah.
it may be easier than we think. Also, our ground is super compacted here, so I don't feel the need to bring in gravel. Also, we're not driving on it. There's going to be
virtually no foot traffic.
Yeah, hardly anything on it.
Oh no, we got a wind turbine question. For those of you who are new, we have long-standing wind turbine questions from random people, and they always ask if a wind turbine,
if we're going to use wind turbines
would make
to power
sense out here. And our general answer is, it's the desert. We're going solar power. Wind isn't that efficient here, and it's just not consistent enough.
Although most of our videos are windy. I think we just, because we do it in the afternoon usually.
I don't think it's windy enough. Like, you need some serious wind to make wind power generation.
Depends on the time of year, babe.
That's true. I mean, and it depends on the year. I mean, sometimes you just don't get a lot of wind that year.
Mm-hmm.
But you always get sun.
Do we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
We do.
Is there any more questions?
Someone says that before they drive into town, they always call and see what's in stock, which, yeah.
We've learned.
We do that.
To call and make sure they're open first of all.
Yeah.
And then, make sure they have what we need.
Yeah. Okay, so Scott, here's the question. Do you have wind power, and how many watts can you actually generate with it? I'd like to put some numbers.
Wait,
to
did
my
someone
theories.
ask? Did someone
He's
say they
asking
have
about
one?
wind turbines.
Did someone have it?
Well, he just said he lived in the desert too.
Okay.
So I'm curious.
I would love to learn about it. We should find somebody that has them out here.
Oh yeah, that's a
and
good
then
idea.
go interview them, if they like it or not.
We'll do a whole series on wind turbines. And there's also a whole story, guys, about our friends who helped us plan and install our solar. We had like a shared Excel spreadsheet, and he put in
supplies.
A wind turbine as a line item under alternative generator, just to mess with me.
And you believed him.
I almost bought it.
Yeah, you were like, if Juan says that we should get a wind turbine, we really should consider this. And I was just like,
and then
Juan wouldn't say
I asked
that.
him, and he's like, there's like an Amazon link and everything.
I know.
And I was looking at it.
He's good.
And I was like, man, it really makes that many watts. Wow.
What if we just got rid of our solar and only went with wind turbines? We just lined them up.
Oh, we've got someone else in Cochise County. Says, if you want to help us seniors finish putting our above ground pool up, you're welcome to bring the family for a swim anytime you like.
I was just thinking today how much I miss our stock tank that we had last summer. That turned into a chicken coop that now will never be a stock tank to swim in again, because that was disgusting.
For sure. Yeah.
It will always be the chicken brooder.
But in the future, there will be a swimming pond.
Yeah.
It will be.
Have we told people our plans? Oh, I cannot wait to do the video. When we get our plan, we're going to have a printout of what our property is going to look like.
Yeah.
Our outline for the 6 acres.
Yep.
And yeah.
Yeah, we can't wait to share, really get into the detail of that stuff.
It's going to be amazing.
With you all. It's going to be really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there will be a large natural swimming pond.
Yeah.
That will be fed by rainwater. And it'll be glorious in the summer months, I'm sure.
It's gonna be very exciting.
One day.
That wind coming in.
Yeah, it feels good.
I can tell it's getting closer. Can you see that over there? Can't see the mountains anymore.
No, you can't. Let's see. Scott says he has a 1600 watt Missouri wind and solar hybrid with 600 watts of solar. Not very big.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, sorry.
Do you know what that means?
I can't tell if that's 1600 watts total. I don't know. We've got about 7200 watts of solar. I think I've only seen it generate about 6,000 something so far. We're still in the testing and setup phases, so Anyway, hold on. We got questions. What are long-term water plans to keep the pond filled?
The deeper you go, the cooler it is. So there's less evaporation. So we have lots of plans about how deep it goes and how wide it is to minimize evaporation. It gets a little more complicated. We'll go into it much later, but it's like a whole nerdy
they're
thing.
asking how do you keep it filled?
Oh, we're also creating berms and swales. So everything, well, the top half of our third of our property, all those swales will lead to our swimming pond.
Right. So
but it's not just our property. I mean, we have uphill from us. All that rainwater comes to our property.
Right. So we're not just catching it directly from the sky. We're catching it as it rolls down the ground, and then we're diverting it and sending it to different places on the property.
Our guy has done all the math.
Yeah.
Based on the size of our property and the flow from the surrounding properties that comes onto our property. So he's done all these really nerdy calculations and has figured out how deep and how wide our pond needs to be to keep it year-round.
Yeah, Jeff Lawton.
Yeah, he studied with Jeff Lawton.
Yeah, Rudy studied with Jeff Lawton. So, yes, we do need to get the shed done. Someone is saying, make that shirt. We need to make that shirt.
Yeah, we need to.
I know, right?
When do you have time? Can you do it right after this? If it's raining.
Maybe. We might have to go clean up stuff.
You gotta get this shit. I mean, this shirt. You gotta get this shirt. I said shirt.
Sure you did.
I meant to say shirt. You gotta get this shirt done.
That was great.
I hope
don't
my
combine
parents aren't watching this.
Shirt and shed, guys. Just don't try to do it.
Does this mean we lose all our views?
We're gonna,
all of our subscribers
YouTube's
unsubscribe.
gonna be like, oh, they said a bad word. No more sponsors for you. Hydropower. Yeah, I don't think we have that much water moving around here. No, we don't. Maybe once every 20 years.
Or 100 years. The 100-year flood.
Yeah. That was also part of his calculations too. Was like 10-year events, 20-year events, 50-year events.
We planned based on a 5-year event.
I don't think it was
a 5-year.
I thought it was 50.
5.
We'll have to look at it again.
It's 5.
Are we gonna use a pond liner? I don't remember. Do you remember?
Yes.
I think so.
There will be a pond liner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There'll be all sorts of stuff, but we don't have all those details quite yet.
Well, I know there's a pond liner.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Did you feel it?
I felt rain. Guys, we're gonna hang out just a little bit longer.
Until it starts raining.
Do you have more questions for us? Get them in quick, because we don't know when it's gonna start dumping.
It's coming from all directions.
It
That
is.
came from here, but it's over there too.
But the wind is blowing from behind us.
Did you see the lightning?
See, there's not anything
What if we
behind
get struck by lightning
us.
live on YouTube?
Live on YouTube? Yeah, that'd be great.
It would not be great, babe.
I mean, it'd make for good YouTubing.
Okay. Was there any more questions?
I don't know. When's that cob party?
If you're on our email list, you will find out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we're going to be talking about it. We need some help if we're going to get this done before the company arrives.
I think the tricky part about planning a cob party is
you can't have too
we
many
have
people.
to have our other steps done first, and we don't know exactly how long it's going to take to get those other parts
But
done.
also, we have no bathroom for people to use.
True. It'd be like a half day. Half day, right?
Yeah, just morning.
Yeah.
Like 3-hour tops. I can't do more than that. There's not enough not enough dirt available for that many people for longer than 3 hours.
That's true. It'd be a lot of dirt to move.
Yeah.
How big is the inverter? Someone asks. It's a 5,000.
Wait, do you want me to?
It's a 5,000 watt inverter.
Oh, you should have let me explain
Sorry.
all of the solar
Sorry.
stuff.
5,000 watt inverter surges to 10,000 watts. So pretty good size.
I think I could have remembered it.
Yeah, that's easy to remember, right? Yeah.
Should have a video where I explain the solar setup based on what little I know.
That would be amazing. We'll do John's version and Ashley's version, and mine will be like 45 minutes, and yours will be like
5.
2 minutes. And
Yeah, I bet I could talk about it for 5 minutes.
do you want to talk about it for 5
No.
minutes? Yeah, that's what I thought. So he'll be like, solar panels, battery, inverters.
I know what a lot of it does.
I know you do, but you don't care.
I don't.
So you'd only talk about what you care
I
about.
don't get excited about it like you do.
Yeah.
I don't look at it all the time and be like, we're generating 40,000 watts of...
45.
I don't know, however much
We're not
you
generating
say.
that much power. That would be
However
awesome.
much you say, we're generating all this power. And you get real excited and you're smiling. And I'm just like...
I'm excited because it means we don't have to go get gas from the gas
We
station
don't have to listen to
anymore.
a generator.
We don't have to run the generator, and I don't have to literally think all day long about, do I need to put gas in the generator? How long has it been running?
Yeah.
Because when you run a generator at full throttle like that to run the air conditioner, it's like you've only got like 4, maybe 5 hours at the most.
Yeah.
And so you're constantly like in
When
the
was the
middle
last
of
time
doing
I
stuff.
put
Yeah, when
gas
did I
in
put
it?
gas in it? I don't remember. I need to go check
Does
it.
our other can have gas in it?
Yeah, it was the other. Yeah, it's the other gas empty. What
And
what
then
cans
you have
can
to
we
drive
take?
20 minutes to the nearest gas station.
So yes, I am excited that we have some battery power now. It is nice.
I get it.
Okay, all right.
I'm just not as excited as you
I
are.
know.
I will be excited about getting the walls done.
How are your hands holding up after doing all the copper?
Good. My arm was really sore.
I feel
My
like
shoulder and arm.
there was a turning point. I think it was when the humidity came in the summer.
I was doing it all without gloves.
But outside, when it was still
Yeah, that was
colder,
miserable.
and it tore your hands up. And I don't know if
Yeah.
it was because of the mix or just the humidity.
I don't know, but for some reason it does not affect my hands. But we may have to go back to gloves if we're fortifying with fortifying.
Cement.
Is that the right word?
I think that's the right word.
If we're adding Portland cement, we may have to go back to some gloves.
Yep.
I don't want to destroy my hands.
Yeah.
But yeah, so far so good. Just sore. Like
Yeah,
that.
it's a lot of like.
The trowel work.
You're like
The finishing
pushing.
coat, I'm like really pulling
Yeah.
a lot,
Not
and
pulling,
that's.
not pushing. Sorry.
Well, I'm pushing
Yeah.
and pulling. I do all of it, babe.
You do it all. You're amazing.
Is there any other question?
How close are you to turning the solar system on? Well, guys,
can't
here's
tell
the
you.
thing.
Wait, are you gonna say something?
We have a video coming out Tuesday. The videos are a little behind, so we are not going to tell you exactly where we're at in the power setup right quite yet, because there's definitely been some setbacks and some things that needed to be worked through, and so we want you to experience those highs and lows with us, the same way we experience those highs and lows.
Spoiler alert, there's a lot of lows. A lot of lows.
But
we're on a high.
rest assured, we will come out the other side victorious, but we're not there yet. So there are a few questions here about, specifically about hooking things up and where we're at in that process. We'll get to that. It'll just be later this coming week probably.
I can hear the rain.
Yep, the rain is coming.
We'll stay until it starts pouring.
Will we do any workshops?
Guys, I would love to host workshops.
Yeah, that'd be
We
fun.
cannot host workshops until our bathroom is built. We cannot build our bathroom until the solar shed is built. We cannot finish
It's
the
like
solar shed until...
It's like a big series of dominoes.
Yeah, but whatever comes after the bathroom, we are seriously considering doing workshops
Yes, because
in the winter.
I think the thing that has been so difficult the last 6 months is that the solar shed and the electrical system
It's all a big learning curve.
Well, not just that, but it's like core infrastructure for living out here, right?
Yeah,
And
comfortably.
and so like anything that comes after this,
it's just like icing.
it's like icing on the cake. It won't be nearly as time sensitive. I mean, we're still
I'm still in a rush
technically-
to have a house.
yeah, we're technically, our opt-out permit is 3 years for the house, which we'll probably have to extend. But either way, like it's not like if we don't get that house done, we don't have a place to sleep or work, or we don't have the power, to run stuff. Like this alone will help us with our space constraints, which have been just growing exponentially. All the kids just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and nine just keeps getting bigger.
Yeah, and with the new puppy coming.
And during the summer, we're not getting a puppy. During the summer, we have the stupid swamp cooler in the Airstream, which makes it even worse for trying to walk through. And there's just like,
it takes up the entire hallway.
can you imagine 6 of us walking down this hallway that's like this big, and we're all just like
It's 2.5 feet wide,
yeah.
and the swamp cooler, you have about 6 inches. You have to move the swamp cooler to get by the swamp cooler, move it back to get through the door.
Yeah.
Guys,
So
we've lived it. How long have we lived in the Airstream? 6 years?
No, 5, I think.
It was 2017.
Yeah,
5 years?
almost 5. Yeah.
We've
Anyway,
lived in there for a long time,
we've put our dues
and
in,
we have at least 2 more years.
and we need at least a little more space to work and to sleep. Oh man,
It's coming.
it's coming.
We can wait. Let's wait a
Someone
little
said,
bit longer.
Someone said, do you think if you spoil it somehow we won't watch the videos?
Yes. I'm afraid people won't. Guys, we only get
No,
like
we want to tell that story.
it's all about the story,
It's
guys.
the story.
It's our emotional highs and lows that we want you
I
to
don't know. We don't
experience.
actually usually on lives we just kind of tell people where
Okay,
we're at.
do you want to
But
just tell
this
people?
one
Oh.
I kind of want to like, cause I feel like we've been building to this moment with the electrical for a really long time. Right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Anyway,
Let's
guys,
just wait a little bit longer.
no,
It's not
we
pouring
gotta
yet.
close stuff up.
It's not pouring.
We gotta close everything up.
But I have a few more things I'd like to say.
What?
When we get that new puppy, is it going to sleep in the solar shed or in the Airstream? Serious question. I need an answer.
Outside,
No.
not in the solar
It
shed.
has to be an indoor dog.
Not in the solar shed.
So it can go in the Airstream. So you're telling me if we get another puppy, it
Guys,
can go in the Airstream.
We are not getting a puppy right now. Oh my goodness. Guys, we gotta go.
It's not raining that bad. We're under the overhang.
We've gotta close up everything.
Okay.
We gotta
fine.
put stuff away. Sorry guys, cutting short today. Thank you so much for hanging out.
Oh gosh.
We gotta go.
We gotta go.
Bye.